What's going on, guys? Nathan here, back again bringing you yet another video to the channel, and today we are back on the island like no other. It's been so long since I've been here, and today we're checking out even more construction for this year's Fright Nights of 2019. Now, as you can see, we are currently by Platform's old entrance. I'll talk about that further in the video in a minute, but I just want to have a quick recap of what we saw last time. So if you haven't watched the video, the link will be up here or up there. But basically, we came down here last time, not a lot of action was happening with Platform, only to see that there were some new props installed. However, since then, there has been some massive changes. This was first spotted by Theme Park Local, so big credit to them. The team go out of their way to get a lot of information from the resort, and it's really good of them. So, you know, if you're a theme park enthusiast and you're in the community, be sure to give them a like on their Facebook page. It seems that this year Platform's entry point of the maze is going to be slightly different. So instead of entering from here, which is the Canada Creek Railway, so you'd still enter from Canada Creek Railway, but you will be entering from what looks to be the entrance to Dead Creek Woods. You can see the sign just there. I don't know why they're doing this. It sounds like it's because of, I don't know, maybe there's quite a congestion with queues. Like the queue line was a bit all over the place in Old Town last year at Fright Night, so it makes a lot of sense if they're doing this. So that is the only change so far to Platform. However, there is some more changes to Platform this year, which is covering the ending layout for Platform 15, and I'll be talking about this further in the video. But without further ado, I think it's time to update ourselves on the new maze to come to this year at Fright Nights, which is Creepwood Sawmill. Okay guys, we are now down by Creepwood Sawmill, which is basically a step away from where I just were from Platform over there. And one of the main changes that has actually been seen is either the entrance to the maze or the exit to the maze. No one knows as of yet. I kind of speculated as part of my speculation that that shutter door that was spotted over there to the entrance to the log was possibly an entrance, but that could also be an exit. But Theme Park Local spotted, which I can't really get to now because it's been boarded off, but there is an entrance around the back side. So as you go through the Loggers entrance, to your left on the back half of the Logger station at the back, there seems to be a doorway which has been created, possibly an entry or exit point to the maze. We may be exiting out of here. They may not use the back half, like very end back half space of the maze. I'm not too sure. Everything at the moment is highly under speculation, because this is probably the most anticipated mazes that's going out to this year's Fright Nights, and I can't wait. Literally, I've got so high expectations for this. I'm not going to be too high expected because I don't want to be let down, but it's definitely looking like a lot of work is going into this, as I discussed in last video. So if you haven't already, and if you do, and if you are looking forward to this year's Fright Nights, please drop a like on this video. I'll be much appreciated. I'll link Callum's video to the description as well, so you can check out his thoughts on this year's lineup before Fright Nights. But no, let's take an even more deeper look into this year's Creekwood Sawmill for Fright Nights 2019. So obviously, over the past many weeks of construction for Creekwood Sawmill, we have been seeing massive changes to this attraction, and loads of speculation have changed ever since even more construction has taken place. Now obviously now there's not really too much to see. Now the reason is because they've put tents up around the station, they've boarded up the whole back half, and the whole front half is pretty much invisible. However, some various props being placed by this either exit or entrance of the attraction. It's on the right hand side of the station if you're looking at it from my point of view, so that's straight on. Don't know where you're going to exit from. It's either an entrance or an exit. That may be the exit and that shutter door is going to be the entrance, but I'm not too sure. However, the one thing I do want to discuss is them gates I pointed out earlier. These gates, or fencing as such, scaffolding, fencing, whatever you want to call it. To me, personally, I think this is going to be used as a strobe. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I spotted two workers walk into the station and carry this fencing into the station. Now, this is very interesting. These could be placed in the back half. Maybe they're going for a zigzag theme or strobe section like they did in Asylum, or like they did in the Big Top in the first half. As you can see, there's a lot going on, but this is pure speculation. But if these fences and the way they're laid out, the way they're set out, they look like corner pieces to me, but it sounds like, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we could be getting a main strobe half for this maze. Now that is really something to look forward to, because strobes in a maze work really well, and when they're placed in the right part of a maze, they can work even better. So really interested to see how they're actually going to implement it to the maze, but cannot wait. But no, if you have been enjoying the video, please leave a like on this video, and once again, please check out Callum's video as well. He's covering the same content as me today at Thorpe, so be sure to give his video a watch. But anyways, okay, so we're now down by the infamous platform 15 exit, and it seems now that there is going to be a layout change to the ending of this attraction, and hell, am I excited for this. So earlier on this week, it's coming up to August the 29th now, or the 28th when this video is being recorded. This current week, there's been massive construction taking place on a building or some framework, and this has now been moved to platform 15's exit. So we could be seeing a completely different layout, and in my eyes, it's going to be a completely different layout to this year's platform 15 layout, because last year it was a tent and the gazebo, and it looks like they're actually using a full-on structure to this maze. Maybe it's going to be a multi-choice ending, and then we'll be going through the ordinary boarded up ending at the end, because obviously it hasn't been set up yet, it hasn't been constructed and put together, because obviously it's in pieces. That's how most mazes are put together. They usually take it out in pieces, then put back together in pieces. But no, it's very interesting to see what's going on down by platform. It seems to me that there you can just see it. We could be getting a multi-choice or inside room to platform, some actual structure to platforms ending this year, which is absolutely brilliant. Possibly a story change, but who knows. But it's good to see that platforms having some work done to this year, and really excited for this year for Fright Nights. So I cannot wait. If you liked platform 15 last year, then I can assure you that I feel like this year's gonna, they're trying to make it better and better each year, and so far they've done that. Obviously its first year's opening was absolute trash in my opinion, but ever since the second year and third year, it's improved a great deal. So really looking forward to platform 15 this year. Cannot wait to step inside Sleeper Express once again and meet the conductor. So I'll catch you guys in a bit in the next part of this video. Peace. Okay guys, so I've quickly stumbled upon something that I need to talk about as well, because I missed this when I was actually on the resort, and that's actually platform 15's ending. I need to talk about a little bit more speculation about this. Me and actually Carmen are actually currently on our way to experience it in the vault, and we're extremely excited. However, we're currently stuck in a bunch of shitty traffic. Big credit to Theme Park Local for spotting this. Again, they will be linked in the description. So obviously the structure we saw has obviously been placed at the exit, which I showed you when I was on the resort, and you can clearly see there's been skirting board and corner panel, as well as a corner table. These are both connected by an actor corridor or corridors. This may be indicating that this year we may be having a multi-route ending to platform, so of the guest choice. So that being, as a guest, you would get to choose what side or what route you want to take within the maze layout to actually finish the maze off itself. So we could be getting a multi-route ending to this year's platform 15, which is really, really exciting, really promising for platform. So really looking forward to this. Just thought I'd update you guys quickly on this and make sure you are all aware. But no, platform 15, very exciting scenes taking place within the old town of Thorpe Park Resort. Okay, so I think now it's time to dive into the maze, which we all know as the Blair Witch. It's improved massively. It's basically had a massive overhaul. It seems like they're going even further this year, and maybe we could be seeing an extension to the Blair Witch. Now, the reason I'm saying this is actually because there has been even more fencing, which is leading up even more to Dead Creek Woods and that kind of area. Maybe we're going to see a longer route. They'll have a longer queue line, so it's less congestion in that area, because obviously there was a lot of congestion in that area where Blair Witch's queue was last year. Maybe they're trying to stop this and resolve this issue and stop this from happening for future. Or we could just be seeing a complete extension for a longer run through of Blair, because, I mean, not enthusiasts complained it was short, but in my eyes personally, I think it was rather long. To be fair, it was quite a longer attraction than it used to be, but that's just my personal opinion. I completely disagree with it being short last year. Personally, I think it was rather long. And it extended quite a bit, and with obviously, it was quite a slow script, and so it was slowly built up until the end, because that's how kind of Blair kind of works in the film. That kind of interacting with yourself. I feel like it's got extended already, but we could be seeing more of an extension for Blair. Who knows?
If they can fit more groups into the maze area, then that will help with the queue and keep it moving. So that could be a way they're looking to try and combat that.
Yeah.
Obviously, with no Dead Creek Woods, that will also help with the congestion in the area, because it was very busy with obviously mazes. Because Dead Creek Woods was a constant one; it was constantly coming out. And Blair Witch was constantly getting very popular because of the fact that it's the film and it was a returning maze. So there's obviously a lot of factors in it, but I think if an extended maze is in place, one extra group, that's about 30 or so people per group. and if you count up over the hour, going in every, I think it's minute and a half, that does start to build up.
Yeah.
So that seems like a good way of trying to combat the congestion issues.
It may not be extended at all. I mean, I wouldn't look too much into it, but Blair does seem to be getting some minor changes. But obviously the major changes to returning maze this year, as I have to say, platform. I am really looking excited for this year's Fright Nights. I really can't wait, to be honest, and share it with you guys, because it's going to be a really good year, to be honest, in my opinion. I hope it's going to be a good year. You can never guarantee, and I personally, by all the work that's going on and contributing to this year's Fright Nights, I feel like it's going to be a good year for the resort, personally, to be honest. Pretty much covered everything here today at the resort, and you know, if you haven't watched my previous construction videos, I'll leave a link to the two, or I'll just link the playlist, to be honest. You can watch them both. So if you're not up to date, I would recommend giving them a watch, because it will give you a bit of an insight of what's gone on before this video. However, I am going to say that the reason I'm not checking out other mazes, so Living Nightmare, Containment, Saw Alive, is because no activity is visible. There's not really much to cover, so I'm just going to leave them be, and obviously I'm going to leave them until they actually open for this year's Fright Night. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys when I'm next on the resort, and I'll keep you updated and posted for furthermore changes for this year's Fright Nights lineup of 2019. In a bit, guys, and peace.